We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Dockworkers strike. Israel progresses into Lebanon. The loss of a baseball legend, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Dockworkers walked off their jobs at dozens of ports from Maine to Texas at midnight, launching a strike that threatens to rattle the American economy 5 weeks ahead of the presidential election. Members of the International Longshoremen's Association, which represents 45,000 dockworkers at East Coast and Gulf Coast ports, began picketing early Tuesday at cargo terminals that handle more than half of American import and export volumes as the contract with port employers expired. Port employers raised their offer on wages to a 50% increase over 6 years from an earlier 40% increase, along with other improvements in benefits in the 24 hours before the strike deadline. Currently, the majority of dock workers earn more than $150,000 a year. The union is trying to block automation that will lower costs on imported goods. The United States currently lags the rest of the world on upgrading the docks with modern technology. Israeli forces were inside Lebanon Tuesday conducting a series of operations aimed at uprooting Hezbollah positions within a few miles of the shared border. The operations could continue for days or weeks depending on diplomatic developments and their success in moving Hezbollah back and stopping the attacks on northern Israel that have persisted for the past year as the two sides exchanged fire. Israel's military published footage Tuesday of a commando division putting on body armor, helmets, and backpacks ahead of battle, though a security official said troops didn't encounter fighting in Lebanon. A reservist from Division 98, a commando outfit, said there had been no combat, but that the unit had spotted scouts and had pushed them back with artillery. The United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees confirmed that Fatah Sharif, named by Hamas as its leader in Lebanon, was in their employ. Sharif was killed in an airstrike on the Al-Bas refugee camp. Reports indicate he had been the principal of the UN-run Deir Yassin Secondary School in Al-Bas. Fatah al-Sharif was a UN employee who was put on administrative leave without pay in March and was undergoing an investigation following allegations that UNRWA received about his political activity, they said in response to a Times of Israel query. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance are set to take the stage for their debate, likely the only debate between the vice presidential candidates as the election enters its final stretch. The vice presidential debate is being hosted by CBS Evening News anchor and managing editor Norah O'Donnell and Face the Nation moderator Margaret Brennan, taking place on Tuesday, October 1st at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. CVS Health is conducting a strategic review of options for the company, including a possible breakup of the industry giant. The company's board of directors has retained bankers to facilitate the review, which has been ongoing for weeks. No decision by CVS is imminent, and it is possible there won't be any major changes in the business as a result. The review includes different options, including various forms a potential breakup could take. Finally, Pete Rose, the Major League Baseball all-time hits leader with 4,256 over his legendary 24-year career, has died at 83 years old. Rose broke out with his hometown Cincinnati Reds, the team he played 19 of his 24 seasons with, 3 of which he also served as acting manager. In 1963, and he went on to make league history while securing 3 World Series titles along the way. Nicknamed Charlie Hustle for his relentless drive when on the diamond, Rose was league MVP in 1973, a 17-time All-Star, 3-time batting title winner, Rookie of the Year, and World Series MVP during his career. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.